Sports. It's in the game.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tanks. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I...
Hey folks, it's the coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And just shutting him off there. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Second and 5 now. Young out to his left. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 17 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches, and he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. He's back to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. Back to throw. And oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Young here to throw. Open man is Trey Burton. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Young. And that'll be incomplete.
We see drops happen on hitch routes. A lot of the time it's because the timing's off on the play or trying to get his head upfield right before he secures the pass. Last thing, though, it's such an explosive move on the hitch route that sometimes they'll get their body settled before the ball gets there.
Now Young. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Young. forced out to his left. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Young to throw it, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Randy Moss there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now, Breeze again. Completes this one to Meredith. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Breeze to throw again. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Randy Moss, 59 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never...
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Young on first down. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. 20. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And away to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Dawson tacks on the point after, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. On 2nd and 12, Newton toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And that's caught by Smith. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. On first down, it's Gurley. Good move by Gurley. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, will likely put an end to this thing. Being chased out left. A beautiful fake. The open man is Clark, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Randy Moss, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. On first down, it's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Check, 47. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey, and it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Newton, and that is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Fielded just inside the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
60 Pittsburgh.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
Donut and logo. Hurry. Back.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, and they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jewelry code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no bill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. For your photo real. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. How about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Go snatch it, skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, how about it? Rep for your prom, for your poster, popping your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar, one man on me.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an Ultimate Challenge. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. Sheds another. And some room to work. 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. He goes 86 yards on the kick return as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for two here. They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Roethlisberger going to get this one to Connor. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Young to throw again. He's got Burton here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. A first down throw for Young. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And some room to roam now. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Randy Moss. A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air. To throw, Young. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Or the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So Ben Roethlisberger and the offense down by 12. A minute 56 to go. They've yet to score all game long, but now they need to do so twice in short order to have a shot. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He'll get that one complete to Conner. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Ben to throw again. That's complete to his running back, Conner. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald, 31 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it, but even get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts. If they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And Young's throw there incomplete. So still on the 43. The second down throw for Steve Young, incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the second. And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. And shutting him off, now open field. And the gamble pays off. Play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
He's to the 10, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but it always takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42.
Like 80.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ron Parker. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next...
I didn't grab the few, can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit, your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents to me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. The beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
Yeah. One up and up, it's magic. With the game.